Yo, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Overwatch 2 is a myth. That shit does not exist. This is not Overwatch 2. When you think about all these major, you know what? Let me read the changes to y'all, right? Alright, so there's only one tank per team now, right? New maps have been added. Like what, 5 or 6? All new heroes have been added. So 3. I'm reading this off a list, right? 3 new heroes got added. They added a new push mode. The scoreboard got a brand new look. You can ping your enemy's location. Heroes have new voice lines. And the main tank experience is pretty much dead. Only tanks can stun now. That don't sound like no Overwatch 2 shit. That sound like a patch, bro. Oh, wait, I forgot something. Classic cosmetics, seasonal battle pass. Bro. And the thing about it, I'm not going to talk about the monetization system because I haven't really done too much research on that. And I really just kind of want to focus on, like, you know, the gameplay experience and things of that nature. So I'm not going to get into monetization. I might study that, make a separate video for that because I hear people aren't too happy about that shit either. But dead ass, this is fucking crazy. Because, like, even when you look at the articles and stuff like that, it's been admitted that PvP is in beta, bro. They took a game that was complete, they incompleted that shit, and they turned it back in, bro. Like, they did half the... Bro, they did their math homework without the scratch sheet, and they turned that shit in, bro. How the fuck are you supposed to get credit if you don't show your work, dog? Your math teacher's looking at you stupid right now. Like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Where's the work? How do I know that you know what 2 times 2 is type shit? You feel me? Like, I don't understand why this was rushed out the door. Because what I'm hearing is Overwatch 2 was supposed to be a PvE experience. But it got to a point in time where I guess Blizzard, you know, was thinking that they couldn't compete. Or, you know, things were like, I don't have the entire story. All I know is they were working on a PvE version. It took them about 2 or 3 years. Actually, it took 3 years for Overwatch 2 to come out. And I think 2 of those years went into the PvE development. And then out of nowhere, they were just like, you know what? This is taking too long. Let's just get back to the original shit. I don't understand why they went that route instead of just making this a patch for Overwatch. And maybe I'm just missing context. So if I'm missing any sort of context, let me know. I've been trying to do as much research as possible, but maybe I just fucking missed it, right? But I don't understand why they couldn't just make this shit a patch right here and then keep working on the Overwatch 2 stuff. Like, I'm not exactly sure how the devs are set up. I'm hearing that there is a possibility that there are people working on multiple different things instead of having people do one thing on one side and then having people do another thing on the other side. But it's like, if that's what's going on, you need to split your team up, add more people, do something. There's no point in you sitting here releasing Overwatch 2 and it's not even Overwatch 2, bro. It's Overwatch 1 with a new coat of paint on it. And don't get me wrong, Overwatch, it's a good game. It's got good gameplay. You know, the game is still fun. Unless you're playing solo. Because then that shit is trash. Primarily because everybody wants to play tank and damage. Nobody wants to play support. So a lot of the time, if you go into a role pick or even open queue, it's a fucking nightmare. Because if you go in a role pick, you gotta wait 5 minutes to play tank or like 3 minutes to play DPS. If you want to play support, half the time you just get straight in. But you don't want to play support because it's only like, how many supports do we got? I'm about to look this shit up. There are 8 supports in Overwatch and supports get 2 slots. Bro, there are 8 supports in Overwatch and you get 2 slots of supports, bro. How many DPSs are there? It's like 16 or something like that. Anyway, the point is there are a bunch of DPSs and they get 2 slots, right? So there's a lot to choose from. You have a lot of characters to choose from that, you know, from that pool. But the support pool, you got 8 people and you get 2 slots. Nobody wants to play support because for one, they probably don't have, you know, a hero that they actually want to play. And for 2, nobody wants to play support. Ever. It's terrible. You get 200 health and half the time nobody's fucking helping you. So you just up and down and they're just like, bro, why aren't you healing me? I need healing. And it's just like, well, keep me the fuck alive and maybe you get some. But they don't do that shit. They run off and try to split and try to flank. It doesn't fucking work. They die. You die. Everybody's dead. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This was supposed to be a review, but it's just me yelling about Overwatch 2. It's not even really me reviewing the game. But the gameplay is good. Like, you know, the standard gameplay is still good. It just completely blows my mind that for some reason The PvP is in beta. It's still in testing. Bastion wasn't in the game to start with. He came into the game, then May broke, and now she's out the game for 2 weeks, I think. She's coming back on like what, the 15th or the 17th or something like that. So that maybe not 2 weeks, maybe like a weekend. I don't know, however you want to look at it. But like, it just blows my fucking mind because it's a good game, but at the same time, there are so many different things that are wrong right now. Like, just so many things. Why would you have 2 support slots and you only have 8 heroes? That doesn't make sense. That pool isn't big enough, right? That pool just isn't big enough. And they're supposed to be adding another support and another tank next season. We don't need more tanks right now. We don't. Tank is a popular role, obviously. Everybody's playing Ariza or Diva or fucking Roadhog. They good. They not worried about this shit. They're not worried about a new tank fucking champion. Supports need more fucking options, bro. They just do. You know, because even the tanks have more, people in their pool. We need at least 2 more supports, I feel like. 2 different supports that aren't like the standards, right? So that way it at least balances it out. I can't say that's, obviously gonna fix the whole support problem, but at least then we'll be on par with the tanks, right? So there'll be at least be a bigger chance that people will want to play support, or maybe they just never fucking will. But it's like, there are people that are support mains, right? There are people that want to be support mains. There are people that will find a hero that's going to make them into a support main. You feel me? To have 2 slots and only 8 fucking, heroes to fill those slots, it's just not a good look. It's not enough variety in the pool. Nobody really cares, right? Nobody really wants to play support because it's just, some of them just aren't interested and most of the support's available. That's what I think about Overwatch 2. This video has been terrible and this video is also over.